Hi, this is Sydney Blanchard, and welcome to my podcast. Today I have Tracy Nowlin, first-time NFR qualifier and 14-time IPRA finalist. Tracy, how are you today?
We're good.
It's your first NFR. What does this mean to you?
It's like a dream come true. I mean, that you kind of quit dreaming about, and it really happened.
Tell us about your mare, DJG Madison, aka Dolly Jo.
Dolly Jo, she has the biggest heart and the littlest body, and more try than anything. She loves her job.
Where did you get her? I love the story about Dolly Jo. It's a Cinderella story in my eyes. Tell us all about it.
I was looking through on Facebook, and I found an ad because we was looking for a cat horse for my son. And I'd seen her, and I called. And I really thought they'd sell her before I could get there. And I wrote 2 kids on her, and I knew she wasn't going to be for him. But I kept riding her all day because I really, really just liked something about her. And I decided by that night, he let me keep her overnight, and I decided that I was going to take her back because Ty needed a cat horse before I needed a barrel horse. And that gnawing feeling all night told me to ride her, and I finally said, okay, if you'll just let me go to sleep, I'll get on her in the morning. And what I had taught her the day before, she retained and was that much better about running barrels the next day. So we decided we'd go ahead and buy her.
And I love this part of your story. How long did it take you to train her to the point where she was running 1D times?
It was no longer than 2 months. I rode her a month at home. I started taking her to jackpots. The first one I took her to, I just exhibition, and she ran like 2 seconds off, and I came home pumped. And I had got 3 exhibitions. I only took 1 because she worked so good the first time. The next time I came, and it was at Oshaleta, she'd been worked there. She wins the 2D. I mean, and I'm just so happy. And it was like 5 weeks she wins the 1D there. Which, it wasn't the toughest in the world, but it was still a 1D barrel race.
Oh, but it's the toughest in the world now.
There has been some really tough horses trained in this little bitty building here.
So in 3 years, she went from never seeing a barrel before, running and winning at the local events and making the national finals rodeo, the elite of the elite.
Yes, ma'am. We didn't even open rodeo on her. I just bought my card back and started going on her. I didn't place at Springfield. We went to Duncan, and we entered the slack, and it was kind of funny because Mom's in the truck, and I come back, and she said, "What is wrong?" I said, "Well, we might have jumped off a little deep here. Everybody's here. Fallon Taylor and everybody that's been to the finals last year's here." And she said, "Well, don't doubt her now." And Fallon outrun her 2 100s that day.
Unbelievable. So you were second to a world champion horse.
Well, I ended up like 9th that day, or in the whole thing. But I was pumped. We've been running barrels, 4 months? And she does that. And, she got rode in the arena, but no exhibition or anything.
One of my favorite things to look back on in the year with you is when I saw you at Livingston. We were chatting, and you said you were going home.
Oh, yeah, I was ready to come home. I think we'd been gone about 3 weeks then. And we went home after Cheyenne. I was so homesick, and I got to stay home it was almost a week, and we went back, and it let me stay out another couple weeks. And then the homesickness set in again.
What happened after Livingston, though? Because all I know is, I had an accident there, so I had to go home. I got to go home. You got to stay out. We switched roles. But I went home. I get on my computer, and then the W. Perry website has you as second highest money earner over Cowboy Christmas. And I thought, Tracy said she was going home. What happened?
Well, my mom said you better suck it up. We're here, so you better win some money if you want to go to Houston.
Was that your goal?
That's the reason we went out the 4th of July, because she told me she wanted to go to Houston one more time, and I told her that I thought we needed to enter them rodeos because we needed some more money won.
At what point in time was the NFR a realistic goal for you throughout the year?
After the 4th of July, we thought we might be able to do it.
Who went with you?
Most of the time it was just me and my mom. We came home during the Kansas run, the good rodeos we have, and Mom stayed home and Ty went with me. So he went for maybe about 2 weeks, and then me and Mom headed back out. I have the best mom ever.
So she's your support. She's somebody you go to when you're down and want to go home and throw in the towel.
Yeah, her and my dad and my brother, my whole family, they've always rodeoed. So they always, Mom never run barrels or anything, but she drove us around enough to know when to put her foot down and tell us that we need to suck it up or that it'll be all right.
It's unbelievable the team and the army it takes to qualify for something like the National Finals Rodeo.
Yes, without Rosie Bradley and Alicia Stockton, I would have had a hard time this summer. Rosie would, when I'd have a mad run, she'd listen to the meltdowns, and Alicia got me entered where she figured Dolly would like the ground. It's pretty amazing that she could pick where she'd like, because I'd never been up in the Northwest, so I wouldn't know, But we do know that she likes big pins and long ways to the first barrel.
That suited her absolutely perfect.
Yeah, she loves the long ways to the first barrel, and everybody thinks that she's so little that she shouldn't like them big pins, but she loves them.
It's funny that you talk about having a meltdown. So I think that when we're out on the road and we're having our meltdowns, we think we're the only person having a meltdown.
Every only person in the whole wide world that everything's not going right.
Yes.
And then you feel like a little dummy or spoiled brat because you're having a meltdown.
Yes, and we think we're the only ones that this is happening to. And, this is one of the reasons why I'm doing this podcast and interviewing, a lot of the elite competitors is because I want people to know that it happens to all of us and that you have to just push through, and that's the difference. The difference isn't that we don't have the meltdowns. The difference is how we get through that and carry ourselves and push on.
I was always told you have 15 minutes to have your meltdown. Then you go back and you regroup your game plan and figure what you need to change.
Well, it definitely worked for you this year. I want to talk a little bit about Albuquerque. I saw you at the Albuquerque Pro Rodeo, 2 weeks left out of the season. You're on the bubble, you're feeling the pressure, you pulled a small check at the bottom. What were you feeling? What kept you going? Tell me all about it.
Oh, it's been so easy to quit and stay home. Driving home from Albuquerque, my truck broke down. My son had to come get me. A good friend from Oklahoma City came and got us at El Reno and pulled the trailer to the turnpike gates, and I limped my truck home for him to fix it, and it was just a plug that blew out. Nothing big, but it wouldn't pull the trailer. But it didn't get fixed, so my periodontist give me his truck for the next week. And I know it sounds silly, but everything going wrong, I was focused on all that stuff, then thinking about that I had to win. It was, I had to get to the rodeo. It wasn't that I had to win. It was like, how am I going to get to the rodeo?
It almost seems like that's God's way of keeping your mind where it needed to be in order for you to qualify.
Yeah, I was worried about something else. He gave me something else to worry about instead of the task at hand, I guess, of I got to win.
So October 1st, you realize you made the finals. What did you do? Or at what point in time did you realize that you made the finals?
When I made the run at Omaha, I knew that we was in, and I walked out the gate, or I was walking to the trailer, and Molly, she went with me to drive me, Radford, and she said, are we going to Apache or are we going home? And I said, we're turning out of Apache and we're going home. I said, I'm tired. I mean, I didn't even know that I was so tired until the relief. Just, I relaxed.
Yes, I think that people think it's a big party. You realize that you made the NFR, and it is really exciting, and it is everything you worked for. But for me, what it sounds like it was for you is it's just a relief, and all of a sudden you let go, and you're exhausted, and you want to go home and get in your bed. And
yeah. About a week later, it hit that I really got it done. That we really, we really pulled it off.
Well, I know as your fan and Dolly Jo's fan, I was really excited to see that you had qualified and that you did well. So now what? How are you preparing for your first NFR?
Well, we're going to keep running her a little bit. To keep her tuned a little bit. Our circuit finals this week. And then we'll probably go to Fort Worth some. And just not change too much. We've went on God's faith the whole time and God's trust, and we're going to just go in God's faith.
What are you most excited about when you get to Las Vegas?
Running down that alley. I think that's a really cool alley.
And then tell us a little bit about your grandma and what she said to you to push you through and push you on when you were training Dolly.
I was so excited. We got home and I won the average at our circuit finals, Prairie Circuit Finals, and we was getting to go to Kissimmee. And that's one of the few places I had never been in Florida. And I brought all that stuff in and was showing her, and she was in the hospital. She was having heart failure. And when I left, she told my daddy that for no means I was ever to sell that mare. And then later she said that I didn't have to sell her, didn't need money bad enough to sell my dreams. So it always feels like when we win a big check or a big rodeo or something that Grandma's sitting there smiling.
Absolutely. I love this story. It's a Cinderella story with your horse. It's a beautiful story within yourself and, keeping on and pursuing your dreams. And you will have an angel with you every night, all 10 rounds running down the alley at the Thomas and Mack. I still don't think it's set in for you yet. And I'm just really excited for you, and you have lots of fans, and I'm glad that you agreed to share your story with us because it's absolutely beautiful and inspiring.
Well, thank you. Just don't ever give up on your dreams.
Thank you. And just real quick, are there any sponsors you'd like to thank?
Oxygen, Lubricant, Resistol, Robbie Phillips Saddles. I know I'm forgetting someone. Oh, Snyder Pads. Better not forget them.
Perfect. Thank you, Tracy, and good luck out there.
Thank you.